Today's date is 9/10/2025, and 24 years ago was a normal day. We had no idea that in 24 hours time the world would never be the same. Today I'm in New York City at the 9/11 Memorial. I've been here for 1 minute and I'm already getting emotional about it. This is one of those things that really affects me, and it really gets to me even now just thinking about that day. And it's one of those events that every single person knows where they were when they first heard about what was going on in this exact spot. That is the most unbelievable thing, that it happened right here. And there is a memorial here. We're going to be taking a walk around this area, and maybe you've never been here before, but it's a nice tribute, and I hope that this stays here forever. I really hope that they never ever build anything here, because it's important to never ever forget. And let me just show you this place, just because it's difficult me being here, to be honest, and I didn't know if I was going to make this video, but I really wanted to document it, because like I said, maybe people don't have the opportunity to see this place for themselves. So of course there were two towers. So there are two, I think they call them pools. So the North Tower pool and then the South Tower pool. And this is what it looks like today. This is exactly where the towers were. So this is the North Tower pool, and then the South Tower pool is over there, and it displays every single person's name that was lost that day. And of course tomorrow is the 24th anniversary of that thing happening. And tomorrow's a special day. Well, today's a special day, tomorrow's a special day, so there's a few different things going on. So I'll explain that a little bit later, but it's a very emotional place. This is not a place for celebration, it's just a place to remember. And I really like the fact that every single person's name is here. That's why I want it to stay here forever. Because of course family members come here and they look at their family member's name, and some people put flowers, and I see flags and things like that. So I hope this stays here forever. So let's talk about that day, 9/11/2001. Because of the time difference, of course, the stuff was going on here in the morning, but it was the afternoon in England. So I remember I was just getting out of school. My mum picked me up from school. We got home and she said, we need to watch the TV right now because something is going on in New York. And I remember that. I remember the exact moment we turned on the TV and then we saw the smoke and we was watching it live. I still remember that. And I feel like I said, I feel like people remember the exact moment when they first found out, when they first watched the news, when they first saw it on the TV, and it happened right here. And it's a strange feeling being here, to be honest, because it's so calm, it's so peaceful. Like, it's crazy to think about that actually happened. Like, human beings can be so evil, and that is just a perfect example of that. Like I said, this is the North Tower pool. We can go to the South Tower pool over here. It looks exactly the same as this, but of course it has the different names of people over there. But it also has the names of like the firefighters, the police officers that were lost that day, and of course the people on the airplanes as well. And there's one name that I want to find. I have no idea where it is, but we're going to look everywhere until we find it. There's a lady called Betty Ong, and she was the first person. She was a flight attendant on one of the flights. She was the first person to let the world know that there was a problem, that there was something going on. And it's one of the saddest things that you can ever do. Go onto YouTube and you can listen to the phone calls from the people on the planes, from the people inside the Twin Towers, but also from Betty Ong. And so calm, she was so professional, telling the ground what was going on the airplane. And like I said, she was the first person to tell the world that something was wrong. And then of course it spiraled after that. It's extremely sad, and I can't do it. Like, it's one of the things that, if you want to cry, go and listen to those phone calls, because I can't do it. Like, sometimes I'm just scrolling on social media and one of the phone calls will just pop up and I listen to like 5 seconds to it, and I can't do it. Like, it's so sad. But the thing about the phone calls is there's a few different types of phone calls. Like, some people are so calm, yeah, we just have a problem, I think we're going to be okay, like, I'll see you at home later. And then other people, they kind of accept their fate. They're just like, I'm on this plane, or I'm in the 100th floor of the North Tower and I don't think we're gonna get out, just want to let you know that I love you, blah blah blah. And yeah, there's definitely different mindsets if you really listen to the phone calls, but it's very difficult. And yeah, we're gonna find Betty Ong's name here. She's a very important person. that obviously let the world know what was going on. But it's a strange feeling being here, and if you ever visit New York, like, you have to come here. Like I said, it's not a place for celebration. It's not a place of like, let's come and take selfies here. Like, I really wanted to make this video, like, just to document this day, because tomorrow is the day. Tomorrow is, let me show you. So today is September the 10th, and of course that makes tomorrow 9/11 2025, and it's 24 years. I can't believe it's been 24 years. Like, it literally seems like yesterday that was going on, and it's stuck in my mind. Like, it's stuck in my mind, getting home from school and watching the TV with my mom and my brothers. Like, I still remember it, and it was right here. It's a really peaceful atmosphere here. People come in to pay their respects, and I'm sure there's some family members here as well. We're going to talk about the family members in a second, because of course it's coming up to the anniversary, so there's something special just for them. I can show you the firefighters over here. So of course the ladder 136, this is the fire engine, the fire truck. We have engine, ladder, so these are the firefighters here. Heroes. We talk about heroes today, but these guys, absolute heroes. Running into that building while people are running out, that is what you call a hero. So this is the South Tower pool. I don't know if it's because I'm in New York, but on my social media recently, like the last 2 weeks, there's been so much 9/11 stuff, like pictures and stories and videos and just a lot of stuff. And like I said, if you've seen it as well, then you know what I'm talking about. But it's so sad, like, it's so sad, and I really hope that people never stop talking about it. I hope that this stays here forever, because it's such a big event. There's not many events that's happened in my lifetime that's had such an impact on the whole world. Of course, I wasn't alive for like the world wars and stuff, and I can't think of anything else apart from COVID, of course, but there's nothing else that happened during my lifetime that's affected the whole world. And 9/11 is just, it's very powerful being here. And I'm not going to say that again, but just know that it's it's an emotional place to come. Definitely visit here if you visit New York. Of course, do it respectfully, but you can see all the names here, and of course all of these names are real people. They were real people. People woke up that day just going to work like normal. People living their dreams. People were happy, people were sad, but they were all people. Okay, I'm on the lookout for Betty Ong's name. Hope I can find it here. Well, I'm going to find it, because I'm going to walk around the whole thing until I find it. But yeah, she played a very important role. But listen to the phone call. I encourage you. I'll put a link in the description straight to that video. Betty Ong's phone call from the airplane to tell people that there was a problem. She was so professional. She was so calm, and she was the first one to tell us that there was a problem. Like I said, that was just any other day. That was just a normal day for everybody, and the world was never ever the same after that. Sad. Extremely sad. Alright, I'm going to walk around and I'll let you know when I found Betty Ong's name. These flags are for the people in Flight 93. Okay, I've walked around the whole South Tower pool. Betty Ong's name is not there, so she must be in the North Tower. I would love to hear your story of 9/11. Where did you first hear about it? Were you personally affected by it? Did you know anyone that was involved? Please write a comment and tell me, when did you first find out? So I found Betty's name. She was the flight attendant on flight 11, and if you never heard her name before, then I'm so glad that I could be the one to tell you. The link to her phone call is going to be in the description if you would like to listen to that, but she played a very, very, very important role on what happened that day. She was the first person to tell the world that we have a problem. We have a problem. The whole world has a problem. So if you're wondering if anything special happens today or tomorrow, yes, of course it does. So I have the schedule here. Tomorrow, 9/11 Museum will remain closed to the public all day so that the 9/11 families may visit privately. The 9/11 Memorial will be open to the public 3 p.m. until midnight. I like that. I like the fact that the family members and friends of the, are they victims? Should we call them victims? Of the people involved in 9/11, they can come here and they can have this space to themselves. That is a very, very, very nice thing. And of course, it should never happen. This should never, ever, ever be here. But you know, human beings are evil. Human beings will always be evil, and it's sad. But yeah, you are more than welcome to come and visit. I wanted to come today, 9/10, just because I assume that tomorrow is a very big deal for a lot of people. So I didn't want to get in the way. I didn't want to, you know, bother people, and so that's why I'm not here on 9/11. That's why I wanted to come here today, 9/10, just to stay out of the way, because I wanted to document it, but I didn't want to, you know, disrupt what was going on tomorrow. So yeah, tomorrow is just for the family members. The museum, we need to talk about the museum for a second, because it's right over there. I can see it, and I have a ticket. I can go in right this second if I want to, but I don't know if I can. And all the times I've been in New York City, this is one thing that I've never done. I've been to this memorial before. I've never, ever, ever been into the museum. Let's walk over there so I can show you. But I have a ticket and I can go in right now, but it's so hard for me to, like, it's even hard for me to be here. So the fact that I could go in there and I can see the stuff, and I think they have phone calls in there, and they have like personal belongings of what they found in like the rubble and stuff. Like I honestly don't know if I can go in there, but it is 1:40 and it's gonna close at 3, so I need to make a decision right now if I'm going in or not. It's a tough decision for me, and I'm not being dramatic about it. Like I think I'm gonna go in and just see, because I do have a ticket. Like someone gifted me a ticket and I can go in, so I'm gonna go in. I don't know how long I'm gonna stay. I don't know what I'm gonna film, but I'm gonna check it out. It's just over here in the middle of the 2 pools. I'm so glad I found Betsy's name, and I'm so glad that I can tell you about her if you didn't know about her. So the phone call's in the description. Here they have donation boxes. I think the money goes to the museum. You get a wristband. Never forget. I hope people never forget. But here is the museum. Let me get my ticket. Okay, so I'm in. I'm sorry, it's very dark in here, but the first thing you see is the last picture ever taken of the Twin Towers, 8:30 a.m. that morning. I don't know how much I'm going to show you. I don't know how much I actually want to see, but let's see what's going on. Okay, I've decided I'm not going to say anything while I'm in here. I'm just going to show you a few things, and then I'll talk about it when I go outside. powerful stuff. Let me tell you, powerful stuff. Wow. So I was in there for about an hour and a half, and like I said, I did have a gifted ticket, but it cost $36 for the ticket. They have audio tours, which are $11, or you can take a guided tour, which are $20. And amazing place, absolutely amazing. Like, it just doesn't seem real. Like, you see pictures and you see the videos and you listen to the phone calls, and the thing that really got me is like the personal stuff, like people's watches and people's shoes and stuff like that. But like seeing the real pictures of it just makes it real, you know. A lot of it I couldn't even show you because they have certain sections that you're not allowed to film, and of course I would never ever do that. I would never disrespect them like that, but maybe like half of it you can't even film. So there is a lot more than I actually showed you. But like seeing the fire trucks, and like those guys are absolutely heroes. Like, anybody that's called a hero today for doing something that's so insignificant, like, it does not compare to what these people did. Like, they're just human beings, but they're just heroes. Like, it's just incomprehensible. Like, you cannot imagine, you just can't imagine, impossible to imagine what happened that day in this exact spot. I'm right next to the South Tower Pool. North Tower Pool is over there, and then the museum's right in the middle, but it's just impossible to comprehend. And those guys, heroes, like, running into danger as people are trying to get out is like, I can't even describe it. But is it worth visiting? It's tough, you know, like, it's really tough, and I wouldn't say that I enjoyed it. It's a very, very well put together museum. Like, they did it very, very well. It's set out very nicely. It's a lot of people in there. Maybe it's the time of year, of course, because tomorrow is the anniversary, so I'm sure it's busier than it usually is. I don't know how busy it is on a regular day, but there's a lot of people in there. And I would say visited. I definitely would say visited, but like I said, I wouldn't say that I enjoyed it. I definitely found it interesting, and I definitely found it extremely emotional. Like, it's probably the most emotional thing that I've ever seen in my life. Definitely the most emotional museum that I've ever seen. But another thing that I found super interesting is, I've been to so many museums, but they're usually things that have happened 500 years ago, 1,000 years ago. Like, this is the first museum that I can think of that I've been to about an event that's happened in my lifetime. Like, I was literally alive when this happened. And that definitely made it seem real, because like, I remember seeing like the news and stuff, and I remember seeing the videos, and I've literally just walked in there and I saw the same videos that I saw when I was watching the news when I was a kid. And yeah, it's definitely I don't know, like, I really don't know what to say. And I was walking around there trying to think, like, how am I going to put this into a video? And I don't know what to say. Like, I really don't know. It's an extremely powerful thing to see. And there was like one room where the whole wall is just full of pictures of people that died that day. And I had no idea that the fires kept burning until December. It started in September, so the fact that it burned until December is just incredible. And all those people that ran to help, and people off duty, and retired firefighters coming back, and just random people helping random people. And it's just, I was thinking that, I don't know if there's ever been a time where people have been so collective. Like, people have been so, I don't know what the word is, like, people have been so willing to help the stranger, you know, to help other people. And it's so sad that it took for that sad event to happen for people to look out for other people. And there was a piece in there about how New York and how America and the world, like, stood together against evil for the first time. I don't really know. And like I said, it's so sad that the world, even today, the world is like fighting against each other and killing each other. It's so pointless. It's so pointless. But you can really see, like, the strength of human beings and humanity when something bad does happen. Like, people really come together and they help each other. And like, a lot of people, I just don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. And it did look like they were setting up for a ceremony or something. I'm sure it's going to be extremely emotional for those people, the family members, to come here tomorrow, because this area is going to be completely closed during the day. I think the sign said it opens at 3 p.m. for the public, so the whole day tomorrow until 3 p.m. is just for the family members of the people that died that day. And then we're going to have a ceremony or something. I'm sure it's an extremely emotional time, and I'm sure family members have been coming here every single year since the museum has been open, which is great, and I hope this stays here forever. One thing that I absolutely hate, there's a gift shop in there. I think this is completely unacceptable. Like, this is so bad. Like, how can you have a gift shop in a museum, like, related to this event? Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I understand that they have to keep the place running, they have to make money to, like, keep it running, but selling merchandise is just, it's completely wrong in my opinion. It's very, very wrong. There is a lot of, like, FDNY, like fire department stuff in there, which I guess is cool, but like, why would you sell, like, keychains that have, like, 9/11? I just don't like that. Like that was a big negative for me. But yeah, $36 for a ticket, $20 for a guided tour, $11 for an audio tour, and this is completely free, by the way. Like the grounds here, so anybody can just walk in here and see the memorial, see the pools. But to get inside the museum, you do have to pay. But I honestly don't know what to say. It made me very, very sad. I'm glad I went in there. I don't think I'm ever going to go in there for the rest of my life, which I'm okay with, just because I've seen it, and just walking around there, it's like none of this should even be here. Like that day shouldn't have even happened. But I'm really glad that I can come here on 9/10/2025 and document this for you. And if you've never seen this place before, if you never get a chance to come here, then I hope that you're glad that you saw it in my video. And I'm not going to say I hope that you enjoyed this video, because I didn't enjoy making it, to be honest, but I hope that you found it a little bit interesting. Yeah, it just makes me really sad and really emotional, and I can't think of anything else that makes me feel this way. And yeah, I don't know, but I'm glad I can come here today and film this video for you. I'm going to be uploading this on 9/11, which is tomorrow, or today as you're watching it, so I hope that, I don't know. But thanks for watching. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this, and I really hope that the world gets better. I really hope that people can be friends and, you know, help people. If you can help someone, then help someone. Like, it's really made me emotional seeing that stuff. And even coming to the memorial here is extremely emotional, and seeing the names of people and just seeing the pictures, like, makes it really real. And then, like, they're real people, and I couldn't listen to the phone calls. Like, they had a whole room that was just phone calls. You can, like, pick up a phone, and they had a screen where you can, like I said, a lot of it you can't film in there, so they had a screen of, like, every single person. You can, like, press their name, and it tells you, like, about them, and there's a phone call, and it's like, yeah, hi mom, I'm in the tower, 100th floor, like, the plane just hit, and we've been told to, like, evacuate, but we can't get out, and, you know, just want to say that I love you. And it's really sad. Like, it's really sad. Like, visit it if you want to, but just know that it's not a I don't know, it's not a nice place to visit, but it's important that we remember. And I hope that it stays here forever. I'm gonna stop talking just because I can just keep talking and talking anyway. Thanks for watching this video. Have a great day, and be kind to everyone. We're all just human beings, just trying to live our lives and just trying to get through each day, and that's all we can do. So have a great day. Thanks for watching.